What's going on? The change is happening right before our eyes, from generation to the new generation. The Spirit of God is moving on the face of this earth and changing lives. How can I say it? First, let me give my testimony. How did I first know Jesus? I remember when I was about 14, 13, and I was in Stanford, and I was walking on the east side. I went behind this building in very big letters in graffiti. It said, "Jesus saves." I'm trying to show y'all how the Spirit of God is. And I was fascinated how it said it was in graffiti. Jesus saves. I was like 12 years old. Do you know, I ended up meeting that young man, and he became to be my friend, and his mother was a minister. And me and him became graffiti writers. He was a church boy. And I remember growing up with him, graffiti writing and stuff, and his mother always asking us, should we to come on into Bible study? And we had to go sit in Bible study before we went graffiti. What I'm saying, the point I'm trying to bring out is God will come into your life as a child. He will use graffiti, and he will use street dancing. Because back in the days when it originated, this was about in '82 when I met the graffiti writer. Now, in '84, we started that popping and breakdancing. And it was formed to bring peace in the street. This was way before videos, way before all that. And we used to meet outside in the park and pop, and meet outside in the park and break. Because it was created to stop the violence. And I really believe that. And what God did then, I believe it was God, because it was bringing peace. He's doing now in this time. And a lot of religious folks and parents, you need to remember, because you was in that time. And going to church and being phony, because by that time, you was young. By that time, you was going to the disco clubs. And by that time, your mother was pressuring you to turn off the disco music. Remember? Do you remember? Now you can't understand what's going on with the kids. We create rules that we know when we was coming up, we didn't always operate right. And we're wondering why our kids are not operating right. We have to have patience. We have to let go and allow God. If God been there for you when you was coming up, try, not to sneak into the disco club. It was disco music then. It's the same thing now. Now your church members, your elders, your deacons, and you're 50, you're 60 years old. Remember when you was 30, son. When you was 20, son. Remember you was a teenager in the disco time. Same thing. Be patient with your children. Let go and let God. God is creating crump to bring peace. So much violence they could be running out here doing. They could be into gangs. They could be running around being ordered to rob liquor stores, ordered to do drive-bys. But instead, he's forming up a crump team and allowing the crumping to vent. The children need to vent. And that's all they're doing. We did it in the 80s. They doing it now in 2008. It's the move of God. Graffiti writing still, it's the move of God. It's a form of peace. It's a form of peace to bring peace. So you need to understand. You have to allow yourself to let go of religion. Being fake and phony, that's the problem. Just like you used to see your mother, father go to church or be fake and phony at home and then go to church and try to act like they ain't never argue. Your kids seeing the same thing you seen. And now you gonna turn your face and be a hypocrite and get mad and upset with your kids because they can't follow rules. Be patient and allow God. Let go, let God, let the Spirit of God. And he will, I guarantee you, your kids will be all right. You guarantee you, your kids will be all right. My two kids, yeah, they run around doing this, and I have a heart to do something to work with the kids, but still you always got them too in your own personal house that begin to seem like they want to act up. But that's all right, because I know after a while, I let go, let God, he would deal with them. And they're teaching them wrong and right. So cheer up. We living in a different decade. That's why I understand why Marquess and many others about 40-something, 30-something are becoming youth leaders. Because the answer is this.
Mr. Marcus, come in, please.
If you never stayed up to 11 o'clock to listen to Mr. Magic, you'll never understand how to work with the children.